Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we will be discussing Sundial Growers Inc., ticker symbol SNDL. And I know a lot of you have been worried about your positions on SNDL because of this pretty massive bearish trend that we've been a part of as of recently. So I am going to be going over a totally naked technical analysis on this chart for Sundial to help you guys better manage your trades and show you where I believe this stock is headed in the future. We'll also be going over some positive analyst opinions on SNDL to kind of show you guys what are the good things about SNDL going forward and why this stock is still investable and you can still make some money on SNDL. So we'll be going over all of that a little later in the video, and if you have any interest in SNDL, this is something that you are definitely going to want to stick around and hear more about. But before we get into any of that information, if you guys enjoy this content, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also have my new Discord server linked down below, and that is a community where we discuss trading, investing, and show off some gains on our trades and investments. So if you have any interest in joining that, use that link down below for my Discord server. Also, I have my Webull link down below where if you sign up, put in $100, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600, guys. So if you do that, I get some free stocks as well. So that's a good way for you to support this channel as well as get some free money for yourselves. So if you have any interest in that, go ahead and use that link down below. But with all that being said, let's get right into this video. Okay guys, we are here on the daily chart here on TradingView for SNDL, and like I said before, we've just been witnessing this massive bearish trend to the downside, coming down to a low of around 76 cents as of recently. But something that I wanted to point out to you guys on this chart is if we head over to the weekly chart, we can see actually that the 50 EMA is starting to curve up, and we can use this as a support if price continues to go down. So I would like to put a support line right around here at around 70 cents, right where this 50 EMA is coming up on the weekly chart. So that is something that we should be watching as this 50 EMA continues to move up, that this will continue to be a support line for us, and this will be a key area for price moving forward. But let's head back to this daily chart and have a look at this again. So we can see that this 50 EMA key area of support pretty well matches up where the 200 EMA line is on our daily chart. But let's get some closer support and resistance lines, some key areas. So if we look right around here, right where price is at currently, we used this as a support previously with price action coming all the way back here in around January, at the end of January. So let's draw another key area of support right around here as well. So that will be another key area as price continues to fall, or if it rejects off of this. It looks like that the pre-market price will be around 82 cents, and it ended the day on Friday at around 84 cents. So we are coming down a little bit on the pre-market. It looks like we are coming down to retest the support, and if it does break the support, we'll be looking to come back down to fill this empty wick that we created on Friday, coming down to around 70 cents. So if this price does continue to move down below the support, we will be looking to fill this empty wick that we created on Friday, coming down to around 76 cents. So that is something that we will be aware of if it does continue to move down on this daily candle's empty wick. But if it does reject off of the support, we will be looking to come up to a resistance right around here where this big green bullish candle ended at around 97 cents. So that is our resistance in this current area that we're in, and these are all either weekly or daily key areas of support and resistance. So this is for a more longer term viewpoint, and we will be progressing back through a lot of these time frames to give you guys some more shorter term confirmations as we go through this. Also, something to point out is the RSI on the daily chart is heading towards oversold territory, and that is kind of where we get the rejection off of this last daily candle that we saw on Friday, is that price was getting to be oversold. So we got some shares being bought back in this area. Well, with all of that, let's head into the 4-hour time frame and take a look at that as well. So if we head into the 4-hour, we can definitely see that the support and resistance lines are being respected right here, especially at the support at 81 cents. And we have our 200 EMA coming up to our resistance at around 98 cents. We also created support in this area right around here at 89 cents. However, once we did cross that, that does become a line of resistance. So let's draw that out so we can have that as well. So this is our next area of resistance as we move up on a shorter term confirmation. However, the 4-hour chart is still pretty strong confirmations. However, if price does reject off of our support here at 81 cents, we will be looking to come up to test this resistance here at 89 cents on the 4-hour. Something else to also note is that our RSI is pretty oversold on the 4-hour, and this is where we continue to see this move up, is because that these shares are getting pretty massively oversold at this time. So people are buying back these shares because they are oversold, and that is where we get this increase in share price. Well, let's head into the 1-hour time frame to get some confirmations in that time zone as well. So if we head over here to the 1-hour, we can see that the 50 EMA will continue to be a resistance point for us as it does move down. So coming up here, we can see that we have tested off of this 50 EMA as a resistance multiple times, doing it here once, twice, and then again 3 times, every time rejecting off of it and sending us into bearish territory. So as the 50 EMA does continue to move down, we will use this as a resistance, but we will be looking to get a cross above the 50 EMA, and at that time the 50 EMA will be used as a support instead of resistance, and that would be very bullish for SNDL and the share price of SNDL. Something else to note for this share price and SNDL is that the RSI indicator is now moved out of oversold territory. So we got, with this share price moving up to around 84 cents from about 81 cents, we then moved out of oversold territory. Now we are still close to being oversold, but we are not being massively oversold like we saw in the 4-hour time frame. Now continuing to move it down even further, let's check out the 30-minute. So taking again a look at the 30-minute, this is where we saw price cross down below our support here at 81 cents, 80 cents. Now we did reject out of this area coming down. We wicked down a little bit all the way down to around 75 cents, but we did end up coming right back out of this area, rejecting above the support. We then came back down to test it again. However, we came up to around 85 cents. Now this is where we found some resistance, but as you can see, past price action used this as a support as well. So once again, we crossed this support line. Now it will be a resistance line for us. So let's draw a resistance line here on the 30-minute. And now once we head into the 30-minute in the 15-minute time frame, compared to the time frames that we discussed earlier, these are more shorter term confirmations. They are much weaker confirmations. So that is something to note, that these confirmations, these key areas of support and resistance, will not be held as tightly as an area like the daily or the 4-hour. So that is something to keep an eye on as well. Also, the 50 EMA is touching our resistance here at around 90 cents. So as this continues to move it down, again, this will be a key area of resistance, and it looks like we are getting pretty close to meeting it. And looking back at recent price action, we did cross above the 50 EMA. However, we were not able to hold in this area, and we came right back down. We did try to retest it multiple times, but we were not able to get a break above. So again, as this moves down, we will be looking to break above the 50 EMA to then use it as a support as we move up in price. Now, heading into the last time frame, the 15-minute time frame that we will be discussing today, is we are almost touching the 50 EMA on this chart here. So today will be very important. It looks like our pre-market price, we did reject off this to come back down in this area to 82 cents, but hopefully we can get the 50 EMA to come down again and for price to come up on the 15-minute time frame to come up above the 50 EMA on this time frame. From there, we can use this as a support. Something else that we want to keep an eye on this time frame is that we are actually almost heading into overbought territory on the RSI. We are above right in the middle here, and we are coming up on overbought territory for the RSI. So on the 15-minute, that is something that we will want to keep an eye on if you are on short-term trades for SNDL. Again, if you are looking at more longer-term trades, what will be more important for you are the key areas on the 4-hour, the daily and the weekly chart. So keep an eye on those for long-term trades. Okay, coming over to this article, we can see that Sundial Growers investors should applaud cost reduction and debt elimination. Now, this is where analysts are seeing the good side of SNDL. They have no debt on their books, and they have cut a lot of costs this year. Also, they have a lot of cash on hand. They will be using this cash on hand to go out and make some strategic investments and some acquisitions in other companies. They have brought in SAF, a partnership to which they will use SAF to help them with those strategic investments and help them grow and expand the business. This is one of the only companies in the flower industry that has zero debt, and in my opinion is a great thing because it allows them to have much more flexibility in an industry that is growing rapidly. We will start to see a lot of legalization start to open up, and a lot of things will be changing in this environment, so they will need that cash along with the zero debt to allow them to make some different strategic decisions and investments to help grow their business in a rapidly changing market environment. But with all of that being said, guys, that is all the information I had for you guys today on SNDL. If you enjoyed this video and you found some value in it, please go ahead, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also have my Discord along with my Webull linked down below if you would be interested in either of those. But as always, guys, I hope you have an excellent day, get some gains in the market, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.